Well, hello. Some girls reporting. I've had a couple of rants I've been doing here tonight. I haven't put them out yet on this one with her black everything, and I can't stand. I was looking at some pictures of Megan when she was. Oh no. Okay, we have to get rid of this. Hang on, because this just already. Let's see if we can close that. Hang on a minute. All right. This is going to keep going on the whole time I'm reading this. Okay. Hopefully that's okay. I lost a video yesterday because of this. Because it went through. Okay, it doesn't matter. So apparently Harry is splitting. He's flying. Meghan Markle, why is Prince Harry flying to couple? What does this have to do with her? Perfect place without his wife. Yeah, I mean, this chick is, no, she's just nothing but a gold digger. Can't you guys see this? Now she's bringing mom over. I'm just out of curiosity. If you were 37 years old and you were just starting a life with a guy that really only saw, let's see, she saw him 4 times and then she was with him with the training. I don't know. They were getting her all programmed up, and him too, for that matter, for this whole thing. And now, okay, so that's really not a lot of time to spend together. It just isn't. And so would you, if you were just in that kind of, if in that phase of a relationship, first of all, I don't know, aren't you into each other like sexually a lot and you want to be kind of left alone? And would you want to be responsible for making sure your mother was feeling comfortable in a strange country? Now, how can I put it? I don't have a problem with traveling alone, and I have taken my mom on trips with me, and I have taken my mom on trips with me with my husband. Okay, so it's not like I don't care about my mother. I don't want her to have fun, and I've never done nice things for her like this. And you can understand why she'd want a family member around. But I would not want my mother around me. God, that didn't come out right. If you're starting a marriage, and she can fly back to LA anytime she wants. She's not Kate Middleton. She's not going to be the future queen. She's just an appendage. She could have cut a deal with the queen and said, hey, look, I'm going to be taken off. I've got to go visit my mom once a month, which for me, my parents live several hours. That's pretty often, especially if you're working, you're doing all this crap, you're trying to get a home together. But I don't have a feeling, I don't believe like she's really decorating a house or really making a home for Harry, because all they're doing is going from place to place to place. They've got this house in this place in Kensington Palace, which it doesn't sound like they're spending time at. Then they were up in the Cotswolds where they rented some big, huge country manor house type thing that's on a big, huge estate where there are armed guards and video cameras, which is totally understandable. But I mean, the way it said that they're under heavy security and they don't want anyone talking to the press about them or they're out. I'd be like, that's how narcissistic this chick is, okay? So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry hold a special significance. We don't care about what it is. For some reason they have to take their chicks to Africa to propose to them and whatever. They spent their first date. I don't know if that's fully true, but it doesn't matter. Meghan, 37, married Harry, 33. That's just too much of an age gap. I had at least a few years older. No. This guy has the maturity probably of about a 25-year-old brat. Never been to college, never worked except for was in the army or whatever, shooting Taliban, right? The couple are known to have a strong attachment. They've only been with each other a few times. They spent their third date and their third date in 2016 and her 36th birthday. Well, so what? She has plenty more birthdays to come. Give me a break. So why is Prince Harry traveling to Botswana without her? A palace rep has confirmed he's making a solo trip without his wife. Now, this is interesting because she's just hanging out at this house in the Cotswolds right now. The reason for the visit is said to be a private working trip rather than a holiday for leisure. I thought they were working together and made a good team for the job, according to their introductory thing where she was wearing that ugly green dress and hanging all over him and acting like she's 19. Honestly, if you're with a 33-year-old guy like that, who's probably more like about 20, like I said, like a late, he doesn't have real world experience. You know, he's probably never been told no for a job or been fired or, you know, had to struggle to get a degree to get that job, to put it together a resume to, you know, I mean, I'm just thinking back to my own relationship. Because I believe my ex, let me think. My husband was 33 when I started dating, but I was younger. I was 28-ish, 20 something. And I always had lots of guy friends because I'm just kind of a little bit harsh for women. I just hung out with guys more, you know, it's it. I don't know. Harry's on a private working trip to Botswana to join the annual general meeting for Rhino Conservation Botswana in his capacity as patron. Didn't his grandfather shoot a bunch of rhinoceroses? I guess that's how you say it. A palace representative told E, that's a bunch of bull. He attended the board meeting in Muan and she can't come with? He wants to be left the hell alone. He needs to get the hell away from her. It used to be the perfect place for the couple. Speaking previously of Botswana, Harry referred it as the perfect place. He said, because I was off to Africa for a month and she was working and we just sort of like, right, where's the gap? Oh, so what? So he's whatever, heading out there. Now, let's go to this.
Gone wrong. People see Meghan as the narcissist and her poor father as the guy left. Out in the cold, Rita Green, a Brit living in Germany, weighed in, writing, Thomas Markle spent his lottery winnings on Meghan. Private schooling, one of the most expensive private high schools in LA, Northwestern University, $30,000 a year for 4 years, trips to Europe at 15, 3 months in Spain to improve her Spanish. Where did the money come from?
I've never heard her
Where
speak
do you
Spanish.
think Charles Sutter from London wrote Whatever Happened to Harry, saying any friends who talked to the press would be cut off? If people don't believe Sparkles is using her friends to leak stories, they're seriously wrong. She's manipulative too.
I have no idea why they're talking about Trump in the middle of this, but sorry about
Harry
that.
can't. See this. This brings us to Prince Harry. Hello Magazine reported on the trip, writing, the Duke of Sussex managed to fly under the radar earlier this week, making a private visit to Botswana. Harry, who was not joined by his wife Meghan Markle, met senior staff and workers from the organization.
Okay, whatever. He took off without her, okay? Let's read some of the comments. So basically, I mean, this chick is just overwhelming this dude. Okay, so now here it is. Told you I wouldn't want her low life family. She's a part of that family, though. This is what people don't understand. And that's her blood. Okay, that is who. How can I put it? You think she's just somehow turned out different than all those people? All they've done is kiss this chick's ass and make her the special one. She was the golden child. She looks like her father. I have another video where I have pictures of her mother and her father in their high school photos. Her mother looks like a miserable, unhappy woman, never smiling. The only time I saw her smile was when she got some degree and then probably got a college degree or something. And then, of course, now she's not working. So what's the diff, right? And whatever, I have a video. I think I'll put it up. And then she looks exactly like her father. Her father looks real feminine and has real feminine features. It's just his weight right now that's making him look unattractive. Well, Patty Farley or whatever, you're wrong because you don't understand that she is from the same. You think somehow she's different from them? No, she's not. She fucked over her husband. She dumped him, and he is about ready to split the seams to. Well, I want to hear from Trevor Engelson. And they're probably threatening. He's afraid that Hollywood is going to blacklist him. Honey, you'd make more money doing this right now, okay? Plus, you already have some family money or whatever, being from New York and being born and raised there and all that shit. The woman has an agenda. First, I was all for it, happy that Harry was in love. But as time went on, she has an agenda. I hope they kick her ass out before she gets pregnant. She's never going to get pregnant. She's probably had a couple of abortions, and I've read that on other sites. This is me. She can't and won't get pregnant. Who knows what's... The hurt lies with all the people she dropped climbing that ladder of success. She is, in my opinion, she needs therapy on exactly what humanitarianism is. She is a selfish, spoiled brat. Hopefully sooner than later, Harry will come to realize this is a big mistake. He is in, but now she's bringing the mother there to solidify her stand and I think to stake out ground in that royal family and then to have another house there that they're going to get for that lady and then watch her get plastic surgery and a makeover because she is not an attractive woman. Now, I have seen pictures of her where she looks very pretty, but she looks like she has a major chip on her shoulder. Okay? And again, I live in the Black community. I am friends with many Black women. They think I'm hilarious because I just am myself, and they like that. I'm not going to put on an air about somebody just because they're one race or the other race or whatever. That's ridiculous. That's why this world does have problems. So, I mean, yeah. Her mother looks like she's got a major ass chip on her shoulder. She's a gold digger and always has been. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Narcissist Markle calling her dad a narcissist. That's true, but her dad, she is the mirror. Her dad mirrored her to be like him. Okay? She's a Hollywood liberal actress, far left-minded, and an American libtard, whatever. That's just, you could, I mean, I'm not going to, I don't want to waste my time too much on that comment because it's sort of like everybody in Hollywood does have a sort of a program and they can't support Trump. They can't really be themselves there or they won't work, period. But she has this idea that if she hops on this so-called feminist bandwagon and support, which is basically you support killing a kid, and now she wants to have a kid. But she hasn't been pregnant to our knowledge. She may have had an abortion. I mean, she either has very good birth control or she just never had sex with her husband. I'm talking about the first husband. She's not going to get knocked up that quick at age 37 after, I'm going to make the assumption, after having your body programmed on birth control that long. And believe me, the drug companies want to make sure you don't get pregnant. Although I did once know a girl that did get pregnant while she was taking the pill and she couldn't believe it. beautiful, ended up being a beautiful baby to top it all off. I don't know how he stood her this